It has long been known that spending time in nature can have healing benefits, both physically and especially psychologically. According to the Psychiatry Investigation Organization, the use of horticultural therapy dates back 4,000 years to ancient Mesopotamia. In the often stressful modern world, it is all the more important to maintain a healthy mindset. As people struggle to balance life's priorities, they sometimes turn to unfortunate coping mechanisms, such as opioids. The opioid epidemic has spread to almost every corner of American society, ruining countless lives. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, deaths due to opioid overdoses have increased fourfold between 1999 and 2017. In 1999, there were just under 17,000 deaths due to overdoses. The number has been steadily increasing, and in 2017, the number was over 70,000. Overcoming the powerful grasp of addiction is a feat that takes extreme dedication, determination, and willpower, such that few possess. The recovery process can be grueling and anxiety-ridden, so spending time in nature can be all the more helpful. The Walter Hoving Home in Garrison, New York, provides a haven for women in recovery. Here, they can enjoy both the support of their companions and the tranquility and serenity of nature. For my Girl Scout Gold Award project, I decided to construct a memory garden where the women at the Hoving Home can come to relax, reflect, and escape the stressors of everyday life. With much assistance from my family, I helped repair a gazebo, build a deck, and plant flowers at the Hoving Home. Here, I interview some of the women about their experiences with the garden.
My name is Christina.
My name's Savannah.
My name's Elena.
And how long have you been here?
I've been here for 5 months on Tuesday.
I've been here since July 2018, so almost a year at this point.
I just recently flew in like 7 months ago to New Jersey, but then I came here 3 months ago.
Personally, now that it's warmer out, I try to come down here at least once a week. Depending on how stressful the day or weeks go, it could be more than that, because it is a space where I can spend by myself and pray and then just have alone time with God. But I know that because we're allowed visits on the weekends, a lot of families, now that it's warmer out, spend time here. So this is used every weekend.
For me, well, just recently, just coming in a couple months ago, my schedule too is a little, busy. But just recently, maybe like a couple days ago, maybe the other day, I had a rough day, and sometimes I walk or I'm out here, and I see this, this dock, whatever, and then that. I'm like, that's so beautiful, I never got the chance to actually, just go and, spend time or whatever. So the other day when I was really having a hard time, I, took the time to come down here, and it really helped.
I think it's really helpful where it is too, because near the water, just listening to the sounds and just observing the birds and the flowers, it's just very peaceful and relaxing. Brings us into like a more spiritual presence.
So, Beth, you're the CEO here. When did you first get involved with this program?
I went through the program 27 years ago, so I'm a graduate of the program and have worked here for about 25 years now.
Oh, wow. And what unique challenges do these women face in their recovery?
Lots of different ones because they're from so many different backgrounds. So the majority of them have had some sort of childhood trauma, and when they began to use drugs, it began to numb the hurt that they had experienced. And so we deal with just their anger, their life skills, emotional health, so that they can begin to have some ability to cope as adults. But a lot of our women have been traumatized by various things. And then some of them just got addicted. One of the new faces of the opioid epidemic is the young athlete getting injured and then getting addicted to OxyContin and then switching that to heroin. it's changing.
And do you find that being out in nature or the garden has like psychological benefits for them?
Absolutely. There's just something about nature. I mean, God created it. There's just something about it that's healing. And if they can sit in a quiet spot, especially since there's so many of them, it's hard to find a quiet spot. And so they come down here, there's a quiet spot, they can think, they can pray, they can look around and just be reminded that life is a lot bigger than their problems. I think that's what nature does, is it shows us that there's just something bigger than ourselves and it's going to be okay.
And the last question is there anything specific about this hoving home here, this area, compared to other ones that makes it special and unique?
I think it's special and unique here because it's so beautiful. You know, it's just a healing place. You've got the stream running through, you've got a lot of land, and really what makes the difference is the relationships that they build with each other. Just the friendships that they form and the encouragement. And there's something that happens when we realize that people care about us and they believe in us, and it changes a lot for us.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. God bless you.
God bless you too.
I would like to thank Hoving Home CEO Beth Greco, the staff and women at the Hoving Home in Garrison, New York, and everyone else who has helped make my project a success. Remember that there are always opportunities to improve your community and to make a difference in people's lives. No matter how big or small, every effort towards betterment is significant and cherished. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, never hesitate to call a drug abuse hotline. Remember that there is always hope, that you are never alone, and that you are stronger than addiction. If there is a need, never hesitate to call a drug abuse hotline, such as 1-800-662-4357.